They ready, are they? All right, we're in Neshoba County today. Big rabbit hunt. February rabbit hunt. The weather's good. Temperature in the high 40s, low 50s. No wind, sunshine. Let's go kill some rabbits. Do want to have a little safety meeting. Who got a gun on board? John David? All right. Y'all are all veteran hunters, okay? Always carry your gun up, okay? Carry it up like this. Don't carry it down like this because you have a tendency to come up, and when you swing, come up like that, you could shoot somebody or shoot a dog or something like that, and we don't want that to happen. All right, everybody have fun today. Zed, you the hunt master. You tell everybody if they get in y'all's way, you just tell them to back off and spread out or whatever.
Well, I'm gonna try to stay in thicket with the dogs, so they just spread out and follow me.
Okay.
On both sides.
On both sides, and be sure of your targets. Be sure of what you shoot.
Which way are we going?
All right, we ready.
Well, today I'm gonna be running a pack of 10 dogs. You know, I've been training them all summer, looking forward to February because, you know, Mississippi big deer hunting. You don't get to rabbit hunting much till February hit. And got a good pack of dogs, been training them pretty hard. They ready to run. Well, I try to work them, try to keep them like 50 yards in front of me. And I got what I call the main dogs and the jump dogs. And the other ones hunting, you know, they'll jump the rabbit and they'll group in together and start running. I've been rabbit hunting probably the last 20 years, but it takes a while to get a good pack of dogs together. It's constant training all year round. This pack here been together for about 5 years.
Here they come. Get ready, John David. You're right. They're fixing to push him out.
Well, I'm excited to be here today. Scott and I have been friends for about 12 years now, served in the legislature together. And he's been telling me about these exciting rabbit hunts he has up here. So I've agreed to come. I brought my 13-year-old son with me. He's never done this before. So I'm excited to be able to teach him a little bit about it. Hopefully he'll get a good shot or two and get addicted to it. I grew up rabbit hunting with my father and some of his friends, and we had a great time. I think it's one of the greatest things you can do with young children. Take them out, expose them to rabbit hunting, squirrel hunting, things like that. Watching the dogs work, how excited they get, the passion that they show, is just, it's thrilling. You get an adrenaline rush when you hear that dog bark for the first time, and you know something's about to happen, and it just generates an entire amount of enthusiasm that gets you all pumped up and gets you excited.
There he is. There he goes. Explain to him what happened.
See, it came across the
Came
pit,
out and I shot.
and somebody else missed it, which is a terrible thing, but I've never missed before. But I saw it firsthand that somebody else missed a shot, and I was interested in just observing that whole phenomenon. And then I came around and it was alive over here.
Just tell him you shot the thing.
Well, I just shot the thing.
Well, that one took a little longer than we anticipated it taking. We figured we'd get on them pretty quick. And old Annie Oakley Baker, though, got him.
I think we finally just ran him to death. That's all we did. I don't think Baker shot him. I think he just died of a heart attack.
The rabbit stopped to rest.
It came through the lane and they took a shot at him. Coming at you, coming back up across the lane.
There he goes!
I just figured I'd come up here and see whether he was anywhere still around, and I came through that little opening right there, and he came and stopped, probably tired. They'd been running him for about 15 minutes. He probably just taking a break, and I shot him. Where? Behind me? Took off down the lane, didn't it?
Hey, look out, he's coming out to you.
There it is.
He must have missed the other one. They still running. There you go. That was him there.
Told y'all don't miss. Did you get that on camera?
He's over here, dog.
We got 5 out of here.
Really? Come on.
I got that one.
Tell me about him, Zed.
Huh?
Tell me about it. What happened?
Yeah, they made a little circle, ran. He almost ran over me and Scott coming through the thicket. I think that's 10.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was getting a little worried this morning that we weren't going to get in any.
Yeah, we getting in them now.
Yeah. Dead. Well, I saw him it's about 300 yards, and that's a little out of my range. So I let him get about 200 yards and decided I know it's the one I shot because I shot him in the head where I was aiming it, about 200 yards.
He just jumped. That's Speck and Penny them there. I got 10 out here. I know all them boys. But they come from putting time in with them and working with them every day. I run them year round, never stop. Cane cutter run a long way instead of hillbilly. He just circle. That's probably a cane cutter, how he running. Because he going on now.
There's a lesson in that, isn't it? There's a lesson. They're going to come back. They're going to circle back.
Woo! Yo! Woo! 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 My friend got a 10-acre rabbit pen we trained the puppies in. Yeah. Went out there the other day, put some puppies in it. That joker walked that whole 10 acres. Didn't want you to pick him up, 2 years old. Never got tired of it. He walked the whole 10 acres. And you try to pick him up, he had to get mad.
Yeah, I remember one of the first times I went rabbit hunting with my father. He told me what was going to happen, and I was all ready. And a rabbit literally ran through my legs, between my legs. And I was trying to find him, and I never did get a shot off. And my daddy was laughing at me about how I had missed him. My fondest memories of my father are around Thanksgiving and the holidays when we would go into the woods, and quail was open, rabbit was open season, squirrel was open season, and you could just go into the woods and hunt. That's a part of life that fostered a lot of relationship between me and my father, gave us a lot of memories, and I hope to have that same experience with my children.
Every rabbit that's been killed, we
I
have
know the
seen.
one you should have got when y'all was up there in that green field. I told you to go down.
That's right.
You had your head down. You saw it. You said, there you go.
There you go.
I knew he was coming.
What do you think about rabbit hunting?
You got to kill one.
Say, I like it. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Enjoy the outdoors.
What do you see?
What we'll do?
You cowered it in?
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
See right there in that bank?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
That's a coyote den.
That's cowered it in. I'm about to put money on that.
Pretty pond.
It's amazing how when one picks up a trail, the rest of them.
Oh, yeah. They zero in on.
Hey, this thing's got the Neshoba County Fair tag in it. Somebody won that at the carnival and let it out.
Excuse me?
They throw a ping pong ball.
Yeah, right.
This is old Swampfoot. This is one of our management rabbits. We've had him on camera for 4.5 years. He's just, man, we're thrilled. He's probably a 160-inch rabbit. We've been after him for a long time.
over 70 years, Mississippi Outdoors magazine has served the readers of the Magnolia State. The magazine contains interesting features such as wildlife photography and solunar tables. Subscriptions to the magazine are very inexpensive, and when you subscribe, you'll receive 6 bi-monthly issues containing articles on hunting and fishing in the state, public lakes, state parks, and our wildlife management areas. For more information, call our toll-free number at 1-888-874-5785.
Fishing is one of those things you don't have to be great at to have a great time. Today we're having our Catfishing Kids Rodeo. It's a great way to introduce kids to fishing. Hopefully gives them an opportunity to catch their first fish.
We've been doing this at least 10 to 15 years. It's been a very successful event. This event is for youth 15 and under. Primarily we get local folks from the Hines, Madison, Rankin County area.
We send out postcards to all the area schools with save the date cards talking about this and some of our other youth events. Just as a way to keep it on people's calendars so that they know about it. You know, it gives them a great opportunity to come out and have a good time outdoors during the weekend. And so a lot of these kids that come out today, you know, are very interested in fishing, but just haven't had the opportunity. Maybe their parents don't fish, and nobody's just ever had the chance to take them. So what we've done is provide a safe environment, a great place for them to come and learn, and like I said, actually catch, hopefully, their first fish.
This event is something that we put on in conjunction or co-sponsor with the Mississippi Wildlife Federation and the Mississippi Museum of Natural Science. We also have a lot of corporate sponsors that help with this event. We do this event in conjunction with National Fishing and Boating Week. We always do this event in early June, almost always the first Saturday in June. We have 2 ponds here at Turcotte Education Center that we stock with catfish. We provide the fishing tackle, the poles, the bait, everything. So all they have to do is come up, we put the pole in their hand and they're the bait in the water and they're ready to catch fish. We also have an education component to this event where the participants can learn about fish and fish ecology, the type of aquatic habitats that they live in. They learn about what a fish's gills are, for example, why fish have scales, that kind of thing. We also have an education area where they are taught about fishing lures and different types of lures to use for various fish species, what kind of lures to fish with for bass, for crappie. Also how to use live bait, how to tie hooks with fishing line, and also how to rig your poles for both live bait fishing. This event is really a great event for families to make memories catching fish. We see the kids get very excited when they catch fish.
Say, let's go, big catfish.
Oh, wait, you can catch it.
Where's that hungry catfish?
There it is.
Is it coming?
Yeah. Here, fishy, fishy, we got a ball for you.
We got him now. Come here. He's talking to us. You hear him talking? You feel him? You hear him talking? He is amazed. Hey, that's exciting right there, isn't it? You ever heard one talk?
Yeah.
Listen, I think he just said Garrett. Say Garrett. Garrett, I heard. He just said Garrett.
I know.
You want to give that catfish a kiss? That's your first catfish.
Gonna kiss it?
No.
Did you touch him? Did you touch him? Look at those eyes. Did you know they have whiskers?
This is really important to get the families out together in an outdoor environment, get them out away from the televisions and the video games, and get outside and enjoy nature. You know, we have obesity and that type of thing is a concern, so more outdoor activities are better. And we just think this is a great event for families to share with each other and have great memories of the event.
Having a great day. We got some great weather, and we've had a really good turnout. We've caught a lot of fish.
Is this good for this?
Oh, absolutely. You know, anything that we can do to help introduce kids to the outdoors, whether it's through fishing, kayaking, bird watching, hunting, whatever the case might be, anything we can do to get them outside, get them off the couch, away from the video games and smartphones, we consider that to be a pretty big victory. Today we think we had somewhere just over 200 kids. So we had 200 kids and their parents and grandparents and brothers and sisters. So, you know, we reach a lot of people. You know, we always say that, of course, the kids get to fish and they get a lot out of it, but, you know, the parents and the parents that come get a lot out of it as well. Our hope is that, you know, these kids that are introduced to fishing today become lifelong fishermen. You know, like we said, fishing is something that, you know, you don't have to be great at to have a great time. There's plenty of public fishing opportunity throughout Mississippi, and so hopefully these kids have gotten a taste, and we hope that they'll be lifelong fishermen.
The Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks is proud to offer two world-class shooting facilities: Turcotte Shooting Range near Jackson and McHenry Shooting Range near Wiggins. Our shooting ranges are safe, affordable, and a great way to sharpen your skills or introduce someone new to shooting sports. We offer rifle, pistol, archery, sporting clay, skeet, and trap ranges, as well as a 5-stand range over water. Learn more at mdwfp.com.
The North Mississippi Fish Hatchery is located west of Enid Lake on 58 acres of land leased from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. It is easily accessible to locals and visitors from I-55. Phase 1 construction was completed in 2006.
We were fortunate that we were able to construct a brand new fish hatchery at Enid, state-of-the-art facility. We raise close to 1 million fish there annually, probably 10 to 12 different species of fish, and it's an extremely important part of the Bureau.
We had hatcheries in Central and South Mississippi, but no hatchery in North Mississippi. So our goal was to have a hatchery that could stock fish locally in the North Mississippi area.
You know, most people, when they think of fisheries or fisheries biologists, they think of where are you going to stock fish. We're charged with stocking the freshwater fishery resources of the state of Mississippi.
Reservoirs, oxbows, state lakes, anything that's considered public waters in Mississippi show up on our stocking requests from year to year. The fish hatchery at Enid, Mississippi stocks several species of fish. They spawn and stock northern largemouth bass. They spawn white crappie, black crappie, the southern strain of walleye, and then the hybrid triploid crappie.
People don't realize we have walleye. We call that a species of greatest conservation need, and we raise those fish at Enid and are stocking those in the tributaries in northeast Mississippi.
The walleye is basically a preservation project. It's a unique species. It's a southern strain, which is genetically different than the northern strain. They're primarily nocturnal feeders, not always, but they're very light sensitive. And the guys at the hatchery, they'll collect brood walleye starting in early part of March. And once the female is starting to release the eggs or ovulate, she'll be ready to strip spawn, and they'll anesthetize her, strip spawn the eggs, strip the sperm from the males. They'll be mixed in a container, and then once fertilization is complete, those eggs will be placed into the McDonald hatching jars. And these hatching jars mimic natural water flow, keeps the eggs moving. Walleye take about 7 to 14 days to hatch. And once they hatch, they'll swim up out of the jars, those fry will be collected, and once their mouth parts develop, they will be stocked into fertilized rearing ponds. The hybrid triploid crappie, we were looking at being able to stock a crappie in some of our smaller state lakes. To be able to put crappie in smaller bodies of water and not be concerned with those fish becoming overpopulated. And the hybrid triploid crappie came about whenever you triploid a fish, it becomes essentially a sterile. So instead of the fish spending energy for reproduction, theoretically that energy can be used for growth. They try to find female crappie that are very close to natural spawning. They'll collect those fish, strip the eggs from the females, they'll fertilize them with the sperm from the males, and then those eggs, they're very adhesive and sticky, and they'll stick together. They're treated with usually tannic acid to reduce the stickiness, and then they're placed in McDonald hatching jars. And they're in those jars until they hatch, until they become what we term swim-up fry. And at that time, they'll be collected, and once they have developed enough, they will be stocked in the rearing ponds as well.
We usually spawn fish in the spring, and we don't stock them till the fall. So we'll hold those fish in the ponds, usually in the fall, late fall, early winter, when water temps start cooling down. Those ponds will be drained, those fish will be harvested, and we'll select where those fish will be stocked in the state of Mississippi. When we induce them to spawn, particularly, for example, largemouth bass, bass are looking for a harder, firmer substrate to spawn on. So we'll take a spawning mat, just a rough, almost like a doormat. We'll put it in those raceways or the ponds in some cases. And of course, those fish are going to be attracted to the spawning mats,
which are essentially 18-inch square coconut fiber or a synthetic coconut fiber. And once those mats are placed in the tank, it may take a few days, but the females begin to make nests on them. They'll spawn, deposit their eggs on them. The hatchery personnel, they'll remove that mat, and they'll collect all the mats for spawns that one day and hang them in a trough. Once they're in that trough, depending on the water temperature, at 70 degrees, those bass fry will begin to hatch in 48 hours. Another day or two, those fry will be what we call swim-up fry, which at that point, they have their mouth parts and they're ready to eat, and they're stocked into the grow-out pond.
We're fixing to go drain one of our shad ponds, redfin shad. It's the first time we've raised shad here at the North Mississippi Fish Hatchery, and it looks like we're going to be pretty successful with it.
These guys are well trained. Our employees do a great job each year. So a very important program within the Fisheries Bureau is our hatchery program.
Trail again and again, hiking and hunting and fishing the land. Time is time well spent.